and welcome to my channel. I am Stephanie. This is day number 21 of a VEDA video every day in April. And we're going to revisit one of the over 2,000 books that I've read in the last 10 years. I'm going to do some fun pod deck questions, and I'm going to give you 2 book recommendations for secret/accidental babies. As I said, this is day 21. If you is your first time watching a video like this, VEDA is something that I do every single year, or have been doing for quite a few years. And it's a video every single day. This year's format has proven to be so much fun. I am having an amazing time giving you guys book recommendations and revisiting one of the many, many books that I have read over the past 10 years. I started using Goodreads back in 2012, and since then I have over 2,000 books. So what I did was I took all of the titles that I have read, put them in a randomizer, picked 30 of them for the each day, and we're going to have the fun of trying to figure out if I can remember the author's name as well as what the plot of the book is. And then we're going to check my Goodreads. I'm going to do 2 pod deck questions, which is going to help everyone to interact and conversate down in the comment section. And then I'll give you guys 2 book recommendations from the daily topic. And today's topic is Secret Baby. Lots of people don't like secret babies, but I happen to enjoy them, or accidental pregnancies or things like that. I enjoy those. I get those. I like those. So let's jump into the book. And the book's title is Forged in Fire, Red Hot Seals, #1. I believe the name of this author is, it's like Tracy Mick something, Mac something, I think, something like that. But I remember picking this one up because, of course, I like the cover because it has like a half-naked man on it. And then I also, as I was reading, I was like in a seal sort of feeling and mood. That's where I was going with that. I was in a SEAL mood, or special forces type mood, and I found this one and was like, this one seems really, really interesting. And come to find out, it has some paranormal aspects to it that really gave me that romantic suspense that I was looking for, but then that extra added little something at the end and the twist, and I was just like, oh yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So let's jump over to my Goodreads to see if I was right in any of that. Okay, so I think I said Terry. It's actually Trish McCullough, and I was correct in some ways, but in other ways I was completely wrong. So let's read what it was about. Beth Brown doesn't believe in premonitions until she dreams a sexy stranger is gunned down during the let's see if I can say that word, brutal hijacking of a commercial airliner. When events in her dream start coming true, she heads to the flight's departure gate. To her shock, she recognizes the man she'd watched die the night before. Lieutenant Commander Zane Winters comes from a bloodline of elite warriors with psychic abilities. When Zane and 2 of his platoon buddies arrive at SeaTac Airport, he has a vision of his teammates' corpses. Then she arrives, a leggy blonde who sets off a different kind of alarm. I gave it 4 stars when I first read it. Let's see if I actually wrote anything, because it sounds like I was reading this pretty much back in the beginning of my reading journey. Let's see. Yep, 2015. So this may be an interesting review here. So it's first part of an incomplete series. Then I have a specific video review for it. And that's it. So yeah, I do know that I've read one other book. I think it was this one, Forged in Ash. And as we can see right there, it says there's 6 books in total. So yeah, I did read the second book in the series, but I don't think that the other books were out. so I wasn't able to read those when they did come out. Um, let's see. Would I revisit that? Yeah, I probably would. I'm very particular with my military romances. And if I read 2 books and gave both of them 4 stars, there is a good possibility that I would enjoy those other ones as well. Gotta love gamer guys. Okay, so let's get into my pod deck questions. And first pod deck question of the day is, what's the longest you've ever waited in line for something, and what was it? So I'm telling on myself here, but I grew up in an age where you didn't buy tickets online. You didn't for anything, for movies, for concerts, or anything like that. So I don't know that I ever waited in line for one of those things, but I have friends, and my husband probably has waited in line for concert tickets and things like that. I'm not very, I'm kind of an impatient person. Ooh, but I will say, going to a Polycon, when I started going to book conventions and book things and stuff like that, waiting in those lines is crazy. Like, especially for like a Polycon, right? So it is a huge thing to stay in the hotel for a Polycon, because it's an all-day event. It's a multiple day event, but you really want to get into those lines as soon as they open. They open like an hour before the event actually, or the, thing actually happens. And then you're standing in line and you're waiting and you're sitting and you're just, it's such a thing. It is such a thing. Book watchers and, people that have been to book signings and book events and stuff like that will completely understand with that whole, okay, it says you can start lining up an hour before you go in for the signing, and you are there that hour before, or hanging out like 15 minutes before that hour even is, so you can be like the first in line, which is crazy because there's so much to do with book signing. So that would probably be my longest time. Yeah. Question number 2 is, do you have a favorite t-shirt? If so, what's on it, or what does it say? So I am a Tea Turtle addict, and I pretty much love all of my Tea Turtle shirts. I would have to say this is one of my favorite ones. It says "Adulting Sucks," and then it has a little kitty with all kinds of things under there. And Tea Turtle does an amazing job of giving a whole bunch of what was I going to say? Bookish ones, and they get a lot of licenses, which is awesome. So our t-shirt collection, my t-shirt collection is immense. It's very immense. So let's talk about some secret babies. Like I said before, I really enjoy a secret baby or an accidental pregnancy. I don't see anything wrong with it, but I also understand those that don't particularly care for them. So the first book that I'm going to tell you guys to go check out is the This Man series by Jody Ellen Mulpis. And this is a whole entire series. You have your possessive alpha man, and it's, I believe this one's an oops baby. And yes, you want to roll your eyes at the main female character throughout the story, because you're like, girl, y'all banging it out, and you're about to get pregnant, right? And it's just like, when is it gonna happen? Because it's gonna happen. And then the next one that I'm gonna tell you guys to go check out is the Bishop Brothers series by Kennedy Fox. I really enjoyed this one. These are mostly accidental. Yeah, so oops babies as well. And it's always like, okay, one night stand, and oops, we didn't got pregnant. 6 months down the road, we're coming back, and it's like, hey, by the way, I'm pregnant. Or, hey, there's this baby on the front porch, and you're the dad type thing. So yeah, I enjoy them. I think they're fun. That's all I have to say. But those are 2 series that definitely have that oops thing going on, and I enjoyed them and think others would as well. Okay, so we revisited a book that I definitely will probably reread because it looks like there's a whole bunch of other books within that series. And we did 2 fun pod deck questions. What do you have a favorite t-shirt? And what was it? And then the longest you've waited in line. Let's start conversation down in the comment section. And then I gave you guys 2 recommendations for secret or oops babies. And here for that life. I'm here for that life. As always, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. My PayPal, my Patreon, and all my other social links are down there in that description box description box as well. So you can follow me everywhere because I put content out on different platforms in different forms. Other than that, thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying VEDA video every day in April, and we will see you in tomorrow's video.